Hey y'all, Meredith here from Peak Performance, and today we're going to talk a little bit about an exercise specifically for runners. So this is a stretch for tight hip flexors. A lot of runners have a lot of difficulty getting back into that full hip extension. So this is what's called a couch stretch to try and help you get that full extension. And then we'll talk a little bit about some muscle activation techniques you can do while you're there to try and help you own that motion. That way you can access it and control it. So that way we're mobilizing but also stabilizing at the same time. So for this you can use a wall or you can actually use a couch too. To me that's a little bit easier. I like to take something soft and put it on the ground. So I've got a couple of mats stacked here. At home you could use a pillow, anything like that. Just something so that your knee isn't grinding into the ground while you do this. So you're gonna set yourself up. So this back leg is the one that we're gonna be stretching. And the goal is to get as parallel to the wall as you can with your shin. For me, I'm really tight, so this is about as far as I can go. But eventually you wanna try and scoot back towards the wall, have your hip extended back a little more, and then have that whole shin going along the wall too. So your other leg is just kind of propping you up, helping support you. If you need something to hang on to, you can take a piece of PVC, or if you're doing it at like a couch, you can kind of be grabbing onto the couch too. And you're just gonna hang out here. So typically a lot of the research shows if you can hold a stretch for a couple of minutes, you actually get a cellular change in the muscle. Aside from that, if you do any shorter than that, it tends to just be a neurological change. So you temporarily get more access to that motion, but it does come back, or it does go away. So by holding it for that 2 minutes, we're gonna actually cause some change in the muscle. So I would hang out here for 2 minutes, and then once I'm at that 2-minute mark, then what I like to do is have you actually fire the muscle that you're stretching here. So you're gonna be firing your hip flexor. So imagine that you're trying to kind of bring it forward a little bit, and also like you're trying to push your foot into the wall, because we're also stretching one of your quad muscles too. So you're gonna push and hold for 8 to 10 seconds, and then immediately you're gonna try and fire the opposite muscles. So fire your glutes, fire all the muscles that are gonna pull you further into that stretch. And then you're gonna hold that for another 8 to 10 seconds. So if you're really wanting to do kind of a session to work on this, you can do 2-minute stretch, hold 8 to 10 seconds each direction, and then do another minute stretch, another 8 to 10 seconds, trying to go a little bit further each time. But the key is you want it to not be painful, so you want gentle to a moderate stretch, but you don't want to get into that actual tissue pain. So what I would do is keep working on that until I feel like it's good and stretched out. And this also teaches your nervous system kind of to own that new range of motion. So if you're having any kind of hip flexor pain and you feel like you could use some help in getting over that, if it's limiting your running or any other activities, send us a message at Peak Performance, or you can give us a call and we can set up a free phone consultation and figure out how we can best help you. Thanks.